Hello and welcome back to another 5 channel. I'm JMG Books Corner, and today we are in a book corner talking about all my releases that I'm looking forward to in 2026, or the books that I must read next year. I'm excited for all of these. Some of these I'm more excited than others, I will not lie to you. Some of these I have no idea what they are. It's very fun, it's an exciting list. Normal 2026. This will spot out a 5-star prediction from this list as well, so you'll see that video coming in the near future. Being said, let's go ahead and get started. There are 26 books. I'd like to quickly mention, if you see that's Gunshot Residue, I wrote 3 books this year. It's a trilogy, it's a finished trilogy. You can read it right now. That's all I want to say about it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The first book we're going to talk about comes out January 13th, and that is This a Cry for Help? This is Emily Austen's the best-selling queen of darkly quirky, enduring, flawed heroines, returns with a luminous new novel following a librarian who comes back to work after a mental breakdown, only to confront book-banning crusaders in an empowering story of grief, love, and the power of the libraries. I think it sounds beautiful. I'll be there. Obviously, this is having to do with, like, gayness. It looks like, based on the tags and stuff. It's an adult book having to do with books and libraries. I worked in a library. I had a mental breakdown in a library. It feels very personal. It feels good. Next one we're going to talk about is The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead. It comes out January 20th. I will have to say this is an interesting one because I've never read an Ashley Winstead. So this will be a first, and it's not in her horror or thriller camp that she writes. So this is perfect for fans of Daisy Jones and the Six in 5 years. A beautiful, powerful, transformative new novel about music executive desperately trying to bring a rock band from the brink, I'm assuming, back to life, from bestselling author Ashley Winstead. I don't know. I'm curious. I think the cover's just fine though. It doesn't wow me, but the concept wows me, so we'll be here. We have Half His Age by Janet McCurdy. The #1 New York Times bestselling author I'm Glad My Mom Died comes a sad, funny, thrilling novel about sex, consumerism, class desire, loneliness, the internet, rage, intimacy, power, and often misguided links that we'll go into get what we want. And this comes out also January 20th. Obviously, this had to be on my list. I absolutely loved her memoir, and I think she's the right person to tackle grooming and the things that we're going to be tackling in this book, at least based on what she's talked about. So I think it's a great. I'm excited. I know some people are nervous for it because of the subject matter that she's tackling, but I'm excited. Next we have is For Human Use by Sarah J. Pierce. This comes out on February 10th. This is an unforgettable debut. For Human Use is a twisted tale of modern love, bends every genre, sears itself into your brain, and presents a horrific romantic comedy unlike anything you've ever seen before. I'm pretty sure this is the one where there's like an app you can get and you can date an actual like dead person or something. The concept sounded really interesting to me. I actually do already have this one, so probably one of the first books I read next year in that like opening list because I got it I was able to get an early copy of it. Next one we have is Grandma's Little Secret. This comes out February 17th. It's by Becca C. Smith, and it's inspired by true events of one girl's life is changed forever when she foils a murderer and becomes a target herself. This is based on her own life. Becca C. Smith is a pretty big, I would say, author tuber over here. Definitely not as big as some other people on this list. Like, I've been following Becca for like such a long time. I'm so excited. This is her first somewhat traditionally published book, which I think is really exciting as well. And it's based on something super intimate to her, and I highly recommend a video. I think I'm putting it in the cards right here, which is her like talking about this entire experience. It was a beautiful documentary that she put together. I absolutely adored it. I would highly recommend. The next one is we have Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams. This comes out February 17th. From critically acclaimed author of No Exit and The Last Word comes a story of 2 friends who embark on an ill-fated caving expedition and a dark truth of what happens deep underground. Now, Taylor Adams and I have a mixed bag. I absolutely love some of his books. I absolutely don't like some of his other books. However, I do kind of want to do a Charlie Sagar version of a Taylor Adams, you know what I mean? And this is a perfect opportunity to be able to do so because he has a new book coming out. So it's on this list because I will get to it for that video. So it was an easy spot to fill. Next we have Just Friends by Haley Pham. It comes out March 3rd. This is a heartwarming, swoon-worthy second chance romance about childhood friends reconnecting as adult and highly anticipated novel from booktop icon Haley Pham. I adore Haley Pham. I started watching her on her writing journey, and I've watched a lot of other stuff. My husband doesn't watch him so much very often, but watched her husband for a very long time as well. And so I'm excited. I know I've heard really bad things. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard pretty bad things about this. I'm still excited. I don't trust people. I've always seen a good romance. Next one's also by another booktuber, a booktuber, a TikToker which is The Room Beneath Us by Sasha Salone, another person I enjoy watching, and so I want to see what their debut looks like as well. And this is the first book in a romantasy duology by TikTok star Sasha E. Salone, combines a compelling love triangle, luscious world building, and spellbinding magic to deliver a debut with everything romantic readers crave. I'm not really sure what this is about. It comes out March 3rd. Let me know if any of these you're looking forward to so far. Next one is The Starter X by Mia Sosa. I've also never read a Mia Sosa, but I think this is a great time to start as I like the idea of this. This is about a woman who is hired to essentially be the worst girlfriend to your ex. And she is hired horrible. She is, or your latest crush, I guess is what it is, and make his life miserable. Too clingy, jealous, a mother's worst nightmare. By the time Vanessa was done with him, you guys would be ready for you as a person can swoop in and be like, oh my god, isn't that ex just like fucking crazy? I don't even know her. Tell me all about it, and we can be like boyfriend, type of thing. And so she gets hired by this guy who needs her on like a date or something to do exactly what she's doing, except now he knows. Normally the people don't know, and so that's what the book's about. I love a fake dating relationship. I do. Next one I have is I Love You, Don't Die. This comes out March 17th. It's by Jade Song. I absolutely love Jade Song's debut, Corrine. And so let's go ahead and read what this one could be about. Returns with her latest literary exploration, a lyrical, poignant, heartfelt novel about meanings of love, friendship, debt, depression, and death in New York City of a coming-age generation in the vein of Sally Rooney and Tessa Moshloff. I don't know. It does say it's horror, and it does, I'm assuming it's gay, but it does say it's horror. And the cover is beautiful. It's giving 80s vibes, so if this is in the 80s, I think that would make a lot of sense to me. I have no idea. I also don't know what it's about, but that's kind of the whole point of this thing, right? We're just reading the blurb, or the highlighted parts. Next is we have The Night We Met by Javier Mendez. This is the next Javier Mendez. I read every single one of Javier Mendez this year. If you didn't think this was going to be on here, you crazy. This comes out March 31st, and this comes a beautiful, compelling novel that revels in laughter, friendship, and messy choices life can throw our way. In everyone's life, there's a split-second decision that can change everything. And that's all I got for you. I really don't know. I didn't love the first one, Say You'll Remember Me. I'm curious enough that we will read its sequel. The next one is The Ending Writes Itself. This is an interesting concept. I put this on this list. It's a complete debut. It's from two different authors, one of them being V. Slav. However, it says Evelyn Clark. Evelyn Clark is two different people. One of them is her close friend who's a screenwriter. So Kat Clark is what it is, and V. Slav. So it's 6 authors, one private island, 72 hours to write the ending that will change their lives. I have no idea if people are dying. I'm assuming so. It's a mystery thriller. I'll be there. I'm just curious to kind of see what this is all about. Next we have Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker, another author I've never read from before. In this lyrical, widely inventive horror novel interwoven with Japanese mythology, two people living centuries apart discover a door between their worlds. I love horror. I love a portal fantasy. Let's see what we're getting into. I'm super curious. Also, the cover is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Next, we have Thanks for Watching by Kate Kavanaugh. Kate Kavanaugh is another famous author tuber on here. I love Kate Kavanaugh. I've been following Kate Kavanaugh since 2016. Go wrong with some Kate Kavanaugh, in my opinion. The irrelevant psychological thriller shows the humor and dark side, of a life of an influencer. And there were none, but with sponsored live stream. Pretty sure it's about a group of people who go to an island and start getting picked off one by one. I'll be there. April 21st. I'll be there. I'll pre-order it pretty early on too. This weekend doesn't end well for anyone. A novel by Catherine Mack is the next one. This is the third one, the Vacation Mystery Theories. I really hope we're getting back to, I say this, objectively speaking, I do think the second one was a bit of a disappointment this year because I was so anticipating it, but I gave it a 4.75 or 4.5. It wasn't a 4.5. You know what I mean? I really need to stop thinking I gave it a 2. I didn't give it a 2. I gave it a 4.5. I do think there's some stuff that was missing a little bit in the second one that I'm hoping the third one will bring back. But we're here for a third time. And this is the third in the Woody captivating series following best-selling author Eleanor Dash. So excited to hear from her once again, who once again has left her sun hat for her decked hat when a body is found at a murder mystery writing conference in the Bahamas. How can that not be the most amazing book you've ever read? It's a murder mystery writing contest, a murder mystery writing conference. I'm there. I'm completely sold. The next one is The Last Contract of Isco by Fonda Lee. This comes out May 5th. I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot of people's top books of the year next year. This I am super interested. I was really shocked by the page count. It's only 400 and something pages. I was expecting 600 or 700. And Fonda Lee is mostly known for the green books. I can't remember what they're called. Emerald green. what is that called? Jade City. And so I'm going to try her out and see if I like it before we read Jade City, which is a possibility. And this is a great ready to be blown away by a searing standalone space opera where corporate samurais fight beneath merciless stars and death is always mere breaths away. The cover is phenomenal. You got me at a space opera. I'm going to be honest with you. Next we have Boyfriends by Kai Spellmer. This is an author who I've been following for a long time. However, he is, I want to say German or something along those lines. So I've not been able to read any of his writing. He has like 7 or 8 books out. And this is the first one that's being translated to English. So I'm really excited about it. And this is a cozy contemporary queer romance for fans of Alice Oseman and Rainbow Rowell. I don't really necessarily enjoy Rainbow Rowell as a person. I do like some of her writing. Honestly, I fucking love Alice Oseman. You can't tell right now, but she's over here somewhere. I fucking love Alice Oseman. Next we have is Secret World of Blair Rose by Sydney Tham. This is another booktuber that I've been following for a long time, who their debut's coming out. I've been watching her write books as well, and the struggle of it all, so I'm really excited something finally stuck. This is a lush, immersive, queer, sleeping beauty retelling about escapism, grief, dreaming a better world as imagined by a YouTube star, Sydney Tham. Absolutely adored it. And this cover is by far one of my favorite covers of the entire year. This comes out June 2nd. The next one we have is The Open Air by Edward Smith. I'm obsessed with tennis, okay? I like watching tennis. I like playing tennis. I really fucking love tennis. And so when I found out that there was going to be a gay book written by a gay man for tennis, I was going to be here. Yeah, I was going to be here. So we're here. A love evens the score between 2 tennis players in a stunning debut romance. I'm so excited. I have no idea what this is going to be. I just hope it's very adult and I hope it's steamy. That's all I'm here for. I'm sure it's going to be. I'm very excited. I think the cover is gorgeous. I don't know who this Edward Smith is. I don't know if he's like a debut author. He sure is. I'll be here for your debut, Edward. You best believe it. Next book is If Books Could Kill by Kate Elway. This comes out June 18th. She thought she was in a romance. Fate threw her into a thriller. Will happily ever after still be on the cards when fiction and reality blur for Roxy? This is perfect for fans of The Flash Share in 5 Years, a novel love story, and movie hit The Lost City and Hitman. This is about a woman who thinks she's being teleported into a romance book, her latest romance book, She Makes a Wish, and her author that she's been following, who's only written romance, ends up writing a thriller or a dark romance. I don't know, something along those lines. And I just been reading, I want to read more books where people get thrown into books, and I want to figure out the concepts of it all and stuff. I have some ideas. I don't know, it's more like research purpose, but I'm curious. I think the concept sounds really cool. Next is we have Heartstoppers Volume 6. This comes out July 2nd. This is the final book in the Heartstopper series. It had to be on this list. We can all agree. Okay. Next we have Theodore's Tea Shop by Christiane Jones, another booktuber, author tuber that I've been following for such a long time that brings me such like warmth and joy. So I'm so excited that she finally got a publishing deal and that this book is coming to us on July 28th. It's a richly imagined, dark and dazzling, cozy fantasy about learning to love ourselves by the wondrous new author Christiane Jones. I'm so excited. And then we have Eyes of Kings by Chloe Gong. This is the 3rd book. I want to say it's the 3rd and final book in the Flesh and Thoughts God trilogy. Inspired by Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, brings readers to the ultimate showdown for the power among gods and men. Now, I've not read the 2nd book yet in the series either, and so we'll be doing a series overview to cover all 3. I'm very excited to read the first one again, as it's been a minute, but I remembered absolutely loving it when I read it initially. So next we have Lights, Camera, and Friendo. This is Quantum in Cornfield number 4 by Adam Cersei. Let killing continue in Lights, Camera, Friendo, and its 4th installment of Adam Cersei's Bram Stoker award-winning series. And this time, Friendo goes to Hollywood with all the blood and guts and mayhem you expect from the series to spawn the blockbuster motion picture. I do think it's a pretty excellent way to go, so I'm not mad. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm not really sure how I feel about Cons in Cornfield, especially because I didn't like that 3rd one, but I will continue to pick them up as they come out yearly, so that's all good. This comes out August 18th. And I will be there. Oh my god, these last 2 books are probably my most anticipated books of the entire year. You understand that these have such a high standard on them, it's crazy. This is Deadbeat by Leigh Bardugo by Alex Stern, for Alex Stern. This is the 3rd and final book. It's supposed to be coming out in September. That's all we know. I am so fucking looking forward to this. Ninth House was phenomenal. Hellbent was even better. These are 2 5-star reads. Like, if this is a 5-star read, this is another perfect trilogy. I only have 1 perfect trilogy so far. I could have 2. Absolutely crazy. I'm so looking forward to it. I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I will be reading all 3 of these back to back again. And then when the new one comes out, because that's the type of crazy person I am. I'm so excited. And then we have The Last King of Fairy for the final one, for the first book in the Wicked Powers. My most anticipated book probably of all time. My most anticipated series probably of all time. This is the ending of the Shadowhunters, guys. This is it. Starting it. It's absolutely fucking insane. It's gonna come out in the fall, so I put it towards the end of this list because I don't have a release date for you. I'm gonna cry probably while reading it, like, profusely, but like I'm so excited for Kit and Ty to be main characters and for us to finally experience this book. Obviously, I have an obsession with Shadowhunters. It is what it is. We're not going to talk about it too much. The fact that there is a synopsis that I could read you right now is absolutely insane. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. There are 4 main characters, apparently. Kit, Drew, Ash, and Ty. Who is Ash? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Morgenstern, did I just... Oh my god, Ash. No. No. No notes. Okay. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Let me know you guys are in your 26 and 26. And you don't have to have, obviously, 26 books. I just, it's the year, so it's a fun thing to do. That's what I do. But you don't have to do that, obviously. Alright, I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.